Good afternoon, Walla Walla community. We are back, and we are just really thankful to all of you who shared our video last week and just gave us positive feedback and comments on what we had to share. And so we just want to thank you. And again, just wanted to offer up any support that you might need. I have listed in the comments or in the description our email address where we can be reached at forourkidsww@gmail.com. And so if you need anything or want anything, please reach out.
All right. We're going to get started with just a few things here I have to talk about. First of all, let's talk about this right here. This was handed out by people that were going around door knocking for candidates that are running for school board and for city council. And they handed this out, and it says, here's what health and sex education is teaching your child. It was this card right here. The reason why I bring it up is because a lot of people said that can't be true. There was letters to the editor and on Facebook and everything such. So I'm here to clear the air. So I'm going to kind of reiterate stuff that I talked about 2 months ago at Edison School when there was a school board meeting when we could actually go in person. And I talked about this stuff, but now that we have a little bit of a different audience and it's reaching more people, then I think you guys should hear it again. So I'd like to start out that with all the information that I have came from the Walla Walla Public Schools system. And our school board of directors passed this curriculum. It came from the health education core idea criteria. It came from the middle school lesson plans, and it also came from the 3 R's, the rights, respect, and responsibility. So that's where the information came from. It came from our own Walla Walla Public Schools. So here is what some of the stuff that they had in it. One of the lessons was describe 3 types of sexual intercourse, including whether or how they are related to human reproduction. That is vaginal sex, oral sex, and anal sex. Now, you remember, this lesson plan is being taught to your 11 and 12-year-olds. There's a list of numerous STDs on one of the lessons. After the lesson, the students are asked to match the STDs to how they are spread. Are they spread through vaginal sex, anal sex, or oral sex? Then after that lesson's over with, after they match everything, then we go into what's high risk. Unprotected vaginal sex, unprotected anal sex, and unprotected oral sex. Then we go into what is low risk. In the lesson, it says that deep tongue kissing is low risk. Vaginal sex using an external or internal condom correctly. Anal sex using a condom correctly. Oral sex using a latex barrier or cut open condom correctly. That is what they teach. That is low risk. And then finally we have no risk. Bathing together. Kissing on the lips. Mutual masturbation. Solo masturbation. Holding hands and abstaining from sexual activity. Another lesson we have is on condoms. This is to 12 and 13-year-olds. They can either, in the lesson plan, it talks about a condom demonstration, I'm assuming on a banana, or a condom steps. So here are the steps. Check the expiration date on your condom. Have an erection. Take the condom from the wrapper. Put the condom right side up on the head of the penis. Pinch the tip. Roll the condom down the penis. Begin intercourse. Ejaculation. Withdraw the penis from the partner. Remove the condom from penis and throw the condom away in the trash. Gosh, I'm so glad my kids aren't learning that right now. Another lesson on birth control. They talk about external condoms, pills, patching, ring, IUDs, shot, implant, withdrawal or pulling out, emergency contraception, abstinence, and dual use, Plan B. Also, our 12 and 13-year-olds are being taught about the laws to access health care services. Now, I'm going to only mention the ones that need no parent notification required. Now, this is state law. The state says that you do not have to have parental permission. My problem is that our school is teaching our 12 and 13-year-olds what the laws are so they don't have to come to their parent. So here's one of them. Minors may obtain tests, treatment for sexually transmitted diseases. 14 years or older, you do not need a parent's permission. Birth control. Minors at any age may obtain or refuse birth control services without your permission. Abortion. Minors may receive an abortion and abortion-related services at any age without your permission. Mental care. Your 13-year-old can get outpatient mental care without your knowledge. Substance abuse. Your 13-year-old can get outpatient substance abuse help without your knowledge. And one more thing. From kindergarten to 12th grade, our children are being taught about how to express gender, how family can influence ideas regarding gender roles, identity, and expression. In 5th grade, our 10 and 11-year-olds are learning how to identify trusted adults to ask about gender identity and sexual orientation. And this may not include your family. So these are just some of the things that I learned about our sex and health education in the Walla Walla public schools. So now you know where I got it. You have the information. Also, one other thing before Sarah speaks is I want to reiterate about what I talked about last week was the book Gender Queer, a Memoir. It keeps appearing across our nation in school libraries. It is a pornographic book that depicts minors engaging in sex acts. Well, 2 prominent national school library organizations have promoted the book as essential reading material for minors. The first organization is the School Library Journal, which is a self-described premier publication for libraries and information specialists who work with children and teens. The journal says that genderqueer is a memory that will resonate with teens. The second organization that promotes genderqueer is the Young Adult Library Services Association, and they went as far as giving the book Genderqueer the Alex Award, an honor given to books that have special appeal to young adults ages 12 to 18. This is pornographic material, and it is in a box in the Wahai Library because they have not opened the library yet. How did it get there? Who ordered it? So my question is, do the school librarians, the school district curriculum director, and our school board, do they review these books before ordering them? Do they look at them, or are they just looking at because it's by these 2 prominent national school library organizations that they just click and order without even checking it out? So anyway, so right here, Sarah's going to show you this website, and you can click on that and you can check out any book and see what any book in any of our school libraries has. And it's open to the public. The school district allows you to get on there, and you can click in any book and you can see if it's at any of your kids' library. So I suggest that all of you do that, and let's keep up the good work. We need to check these books out for our kids.
And if that was backwards, because I didn't think about how my camera would be displaying that piece of paper, I will write it in the comments. One thing that I wanted to talk about today was something that our English departments within our junior high and high schools, how they would like to add some books to the recommended reading list. They have started a program called Goals for Diversity or Narrative Project, or the Dawn Project. We decided to start there with our book reviews, as they are not in the schools yet on the recommended list, but they're trying to get them on there because it is up to all of us within the community to voice our opinion about what our children should or should not be exposed to at school. I will be reviewing The Bluest Eye by Toni Morrison. This is what it looks like, at least the copy that I was able to borrow. And this book is set to be added to the 10th grade reading list. So that's for 10th grade, our sophomores at Walla High. This was an eye-opening review of what our kids are facing and our current cultural climate at school. This book contains a rape of an 11-year-old girl, thoughts of a child molester who sees the act as loving. It has his inner thoughts weaved into the book. Physical abuse, child abuse, animal torture and abuse, and last but not least, prostitution. The main character is an angry child who thinks others consider white or mixed race kids that they're prettier and better than black kids. So she has feelings of violent anger toward light-skinned people throughout this book, the main character. There's a lot of profane, crude, rude language, and to be honest, extremely pornographic words that I'm not willing to speak out loud. One parent review describes this book as hardcore child porn with incest, rape, and pedophilia. Another parent review says all of the following topics are described in detail: orgasms, prostitution, incest, rape, nudity, pornography, molestation, pedophilia, masturbation, sexual dreams, homosexuality, bestiality, and sodomy. There is nothing good about this book. I literally don't know how there is that much information in this short novel, but I have read excerpts and different paragraphs in this book, and it's not something I would ever read. And so why would any educator think that it is appropriate or educational? Why would anyone subject their children to these situations, even if they are fictional? What we allow or choose to fill our children's heads with, things that we see, read, or listen to, affect them in a huge way. We ask that you please write to Wade Smith and our school board about this particular book, The Bluest Eye by Toni Morrison. It is on the possible recommended reading list for 10th graders at Walla High School. I also want to give a shout out to commonsensemedia.org for their great and detailed reviews of books. It's a website that I use often. Again, we're just here to bring light to what is happening within our schools. We feel as parents we are not being informed as we should be. We will let you know what it looks like for our next school board meeting, and if we're allowed to go, if we're allowed to speak, and just what's going to be happening with that. Again, please share and please reach out to us if you have any comments or concerns. Kathy, do you have anything you want to add?
No, except for, I think it would be a great idea if during the health and sex education that they teach from kindergarten all the way through 12th grade, that if they could have an opt-in instead of an opt-out. Mm-hmm. So let's just say they're going to teach it the last week of the school, let's say. And so on Monday, they're going to teach this, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And as a parent, I can see way ahead of time what they're going to teach, because there are some great things in the health education part. The anatomy is great to know. But so then I, as a parent, would have a choice. I could opt in, my kid's going to go on Monday, but going to opt out the rest of the time. So maybe if they changed it up and switched it up and made that an option instead of the other way around, that would be amazing.
And a little more transparency on what they're teaching on and on what day.
Yes.
Yeah, that was more readily available.
Absolutely. And I did talk to a couple of teachers that teach the sex ed. And I asked, do you guys have any criteria? Do they just give you the curriculum and then you just go with it, or what? And this one person said, they don't really give us much. They just tell us this is what we're going to teach, and they don't check or anything. So most of them opt out. They don't even teach some of that I read to you. But it is still in the curriculum. There are still teachers out there that would teach that. So my question is, what is it? Are they going to teach it this way? Are they going to teach it this way? Why is there not a tighter criteria? Why I just don't understand it all. So that's what we're here to bring it to your, light and share with you. So now you have an idea of what's kind of going on and what to look for.
Yes. Well, thank you all for joining us. And we will be back again with more information. See you later.
Bye.